Hey guys, welcome back to World of Warships Legends. Today we have a replay in the Tier 7 American Heavy Cruiser, the Baltimore. We are queued up with our pal Duramax here, as he's in the legendary gunboat, the Friesland. Not legendary tier, just legendary based on status. Tonight's going to have a pretty cool video here. Nothing too crazy as far as damage goes, but just some pretty cool things you'll see here. Taking advantage of crossfires and some crucial mistakes that I make that could have cost me the game. So you guys can see some cruiser shuffle out of a heavy cruiser. Curious to what you guys think about the Tulsa and the Salem to even the San Diego. 3 American cruisers recently added to the game. Salem available for 25,000 steel. You know, Tulsa being the campaign ship and the San Diego being the 4th of July bundle ship. I'll be real, I have the San Diego, and I personally don't think it's anything extremely special, especially lacking that radar. You know, it does have the reload boost and the heals and stuff, but it does have SAP, but I feel like that's almost a huge loss as far as not being able to set fires, because that ship is quite similar to the Atlanta, which thrives off of hiding behind islands and just pure mass amounts of, you know, setting firepower. And just like that, I mean, I just had the Amagi take basically half my health because I was not paying attention, really. I knew torps were coming. I was trying to avoid the torps, and luckily Amagi, for him, was looking at me at the time and was smart enough to take a shot at me and citadeled the absolute Jesus out of me. I was lucky to not be removed, because had he landed maybe 1-2 more shells and a second citadel, I was done. But yeah, those are some of the new things coming or that are in the game. Tulsa I haven't unlocked yet because I'm still in early stages of campaign. I'm usually not one who buys out the entire campaign. I just don't find it justified to do so. I typically complete most of the challenges. I don't even buy the battle prowess like to get 30 additional tiers, because it's really, I mean, yeah, you get the ship slightly earlier, but you know, for $20 more, that's not, you know, being a cheap ass. It's usually just not worth it, you know, especially in the campaign where it was the Pommern. Like, I feel bad for those who spent $100 to buy out the campaign. And I'm also not one who plays a lot of campaign ships. I haven't touched the Pommern or the Carno since completing those campaigns. Still awaiting for a commander in my port. The campaigns are mainly useful for me for the commander items more than they are the ships, because I have my select set of ships that I enjoy to play. But here we are, opening up on the Alabama. Looks like Duramax set a nice smoke screen there, so we could take advantage of the smoke fire penalty. I can sit behind this island and through that smoke screen. And I'm actually getting quite a bit of decent pens here as far as HE goes. I could be shooting AP at this guy, but he's a little bit angled here, bow tanking our other teammate, so I'm really not going to get a whole lot of pens unless he goes broadside. So we're not doing anything special here. We're just sitting here, opening up, having fun. I know games like this seem quite boring, you know, seeing someone just sit here behind an island and melt people down. But you know what? It's a strategy. And it's a strategy that works. I'm trying to adjust here, because if I continue sitting here, he will be able to spot me, and Alabama is very capable of destroying me. Well, we're just going to sit here and keep burning him down. We get a fire there. He did just damage con his last set of fires, so whatever we set on him is going to be permanent. As we whiff that entire salvo there, because we're garbage. I was fortunate enough the other day to queue up against none other than WoW's Legends Memes. That was a pretty fun match when we were in Tier 8/Legendary tier, so we all had quite a bit of fun. He was not on our team, unfortunately, but we did have the privilege of going up against him. Always enjoy his channel. You guys check it out if you like some funny content on WoW's Legends. That whole page is quite literally the definition of the game. And look at this. We're not doing anything special. We're already up to 50k damage. You know, we're just taking advantage of these big ships not paying attention to the smaller guys that are melting them down. And what I'm doing right now, don't ever do this. This is just stupid. Right here, I'm like kind of damage chasing a little bit just to get some shots. Luckily, Kansas like basically touched the Alabama. But if he was paying attention, like I'm dead. You know, even if it's just the main battery. Luckily, I burn him down with a fire there, and we get our first kill of the game with 53k damage. But had that guy been paying attention to me, I was done. Like, there was nothing to be saved there. I didn't even mean to steal that kill, so I'm sorry, teammate. I know people are like, oh, there's no such thing as kill stealing. There totally is. All right, let's be real. Grow up. There's been plenty of times where I've double citadeled someone and they've got like, you know, a sliver of health left, and then you have that kill chasing destroyer that just opens up on them. You know exactly what they're doing. Wargaming needs to add an assisted kill ribbon to the game. That way it's not just like you got the damage but you didn't get anything else out of it. You know, like Call of Duty has the assist kill that counts as a kill or whatever it is, but not saying make the game more like that, but at least give something to where if you did contribute towards killing the player, you get a ribbon or something, you know? I mean, you do get the XP, but still. Like that, you know? I got an assist capture, you know, doesn't grant the same XP as a capture, but still gives me a supplement to make it worth it. You know, but it's quite irritating for those who have either been burning someone down for the entire match, or you know, you just obliterated the absolute crap out of your opponent, and then you have a teammate that just, like, you know, lands a single shell and gets the entire credit for the kill. That's quite annoying. Brandenburg goes down. Looks like there's some destroyers that are trying to combat against Duramax over here, and anyone who has the Friesland realizes, like, that the sheer firepower out of that thing is just nuts. Like, look at that. Especially with the new legendary mods in here, if you run the reload boost, like, and you get the ×4 reload or whatever, or max it out, like, that's just crazy. I'm gonna try and sail over here and assist Duramax here, see if we can get this other destroyer up on radar somewhere. I'm gonna try and push up with him, support him as best as I can. And essentially, that's what I am, a support cruiser. That's why I have the 3 sonars and the 3 radars. I know a lot of people run refill station. For me, I really like to run fully packed on the heavy cruisers, just because that extra heal really helps. Especially when you do dumb stuff like I do and just like sail out, not paying attention sometimes. But it is nice if you're in a destroyer heavy match to have those extra sonars and radars, because you all know the wall of torps feels never ending. And then obviously with destroyers having ridiculous concealment on this game, it's like impossible to spot them unless they're within their guaranteed RGA. We actually do pop a sonar here, anticipating that torps are coming around. And there we go, we light them up. You know, could have seen that coming from a mile away. Our caps are tied 2-2. We are up on points slightly, but this match is very winnable for the enemy team still. So we know that the enemy destroyer is going to be within radar range if he's spotting me, typically. I do run a concealment structure on this ship, so we do know that if I were to pop a radar, I would spot him. We are still running the sonar though, so we could possibly get away with that. Duramax and I are trying to give us the cap advantage. You know, at this point, the match is still very winnable by anyone. You don't need to go chasing damage at this point, you know, where anyone can win this. And just like that, they're off our port side, you know. Totally our starboard side. Apologies. Duramax ate a torp there. He was very lucky to not be sent to Davy Jones' locker. My sonar is going to go down here in a couple seconds, so I have to be real careful as far as hunting people down. I'm not going to be able to spot torps from 20 kilometers away. This is also a really big mistake that destroyer players make. They just pop smoke screens and sit in them. So, I mean, go ahead, do that if it works, but you do realize that ships have radars or extended sonars that are capable of spotting you through those, so I don't advise sitting in your smoke screen the entire time. Just like that, we saw him shooting, so it's a Z-23. Not really scared of him. He's not going to be able to gun me down, so I didn't really get a whole lot of damage there, but I incapacitated something. I don't know what the heck it was. I'm waiting to get a little bit closer before I just start wasting my sonar here. We see Fiji out there kiting away, trying to open up on him. Z-23 is going to be able to outrun the radar or, you know, just bob and weave and dodge my shells, so. Get another incapacitation there, taking another quarter of his health. I mean, look at that, 4,800 damage. That's just nuts. Looks like since his rudder's out, he's going to end up unintentionally beaching. Duramax did get the kill there. Fletcher decides to do something dumb and just sails right out in front of me. This is where I had to be really careful, because torps could be coming from anywhere, you know, so. We're going to go ahead and switch to AP here. Z-23 is just toast, even though I have AP loaded, even a single overpen, just like that. We knew those torps are coming. We weren't going to sail in a straight line. So, easy dodge there without even having to use the sonar. And, again, still have to be very careful. This match is easily winnable for the enemy team. I know we have, you know, going to be on the 3-1 cap advantage here, but not out of the question. And basically for this last minute and a half, you guys are going to watch me just absolutely fumble a crack in here, because either that or I was just getting trolled at RNG, or I'm just that bad at the game. I was out here trying to sink this Fiji. And I'm just getting touched out here with any shell that's hitting me. I feel I'm hitting him and I'm getting, you know, damage. I'm just not getting consistent damage. Like, I'm trying to focus the lower guy. I absolutely fumbled that salvo. And at that point, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going for the Mogami, because he's sitting broadside. And look at that, double Citadel. There's our Confederate. And this is where I could have easily switched to HE and probably killed the Fiji here. But like I said, you know, not every match is perfect. You know, very, very well learning moments in every match. 17 seconds. Do we get the Kraken? Totally not going to get it, because I'm not going to reload in time. And even if I... Yeah. Fiji's kind of going broadside. I'm telling you right now that if there was 2 more seconds on the clock, I would have had the Kraken. There's no doubt about that. He was completely broadside. But just like that, there's the end of the match. We got 3,200 base XP there. Confederate Dreadnought in a cruiser. I know, shocking. 4 kills, 110k damage, and assist cap. So overall, a pretty solid match out of the Ball Sea. And let me know what you guys think, you know. I'll catch you guys in the next video.